Hello there YouTube, and welcome to today's video. This video will be showcasing UPBA divisional semifinals or just quarterfinals. I am Galladite74 and we are taking on Emil, coach of the Montreal Skorupis. Now, like last week, we are doing a quick introduction here just to make it a little bit more organized and to show you guys the matchup while I ramble on. Fun fact, this is the first time we are taking on Emil ever, which is very exciting, but also pretty nerve-wracking because I know he likes to build in certain ways that throw his opponents off guard. But he did win BFO Wi-Fi, if I recall correctly, recently, so he does have some good accolades. Make sure to go check out my opponent, Emil. His YouTube link will be in the description below. Very entertaining to watch and very unorthodox, but in a good way. We do play Unite with each other every now and then, and he is definitely very poggers at that. So again, high respect to my opponent. Very awesome dude. Again, check him out. Quickly about this matchup, I don't want to ramble on for too long. This was a very weird matchup in terms of his team versus mine. He's got a lot of offense that I can kind of handle pretty easily. He's got a lot of defense that I think I can handle a lot pretty easily. When you throw them together, it makes for a nightmare of a build. A little bit of a spoiler, I was fully expecting Corsola to come to this game, as the people in Prep City front office could tell you. It did not come to this game, so I'm sure you guys are just torching me for me being so confident that that was coming, and it is not. But game plan is to end with Choice Scarf Spectrier. If not, Cinderace can potentially clean up when things are chipped down. That's all I'm going to say in terms of this matchup. Hopefully you guys enjoy this battle, and yeah, that's all I got to say. He leads Keldeo quite a bit, so a part of me wants to lead Silvally. I don't mind revealing Silvally early, and I think I'm going to do that. So we will lead off with the Silvally, and I'll spend the rest of the time crossing out the things that I don't need. I did an intro for Shuckle King's game, and I wouldn't be shocked if I did it for this one as well. So that's cool. Again, good luck, have fun to Emil. Hopefully this is a good one, and hopefully we don't lose here, though. His team was very threatening to prep for. This was a very scary matchup because I didn't know what to expect. Especially because this is Emil, he likes to bring some weird stuff sometimes. So, that's that. I can definitely prioritize getting a speed boost with the Moltres later on, which is really cool. No tree, no wax. I feel like Keldeo Lee's about to be, like, come out here, which is really cool. I think I got everything else. Lele Lee, that's not the greatest for me. Though I can just parting shot out and figure if this thing is potentially choiced in some way. Scarf particularly. I am absolute max speeds, but worse, this is a speed tie. We can do some calcs here. I should live any one hit from this if it's not boosting. I could just hit it, but I think parting shot is better. So we will parting shot out. I am willing to risk this damage here, and we'll see what Emil wants to do. Silvally is pretty important for the Keldeo, but as long as I keep Moltres in the back for late game, I'd either need to keep Silvally or Moltres late game for this to work out. I do want to take... Okay, so he is going to just stay in it. This better be Scarf, or I'm going to be mad that I lost the speed tie. I got crit turn 1. I got crit turn 1. That really sucks. Though, hold on. Crit had a very small chance to knock me out if he was just... Okay. I'm gonna go to the Raj. That super sucks. That losing that turn 1 like that was massively bad. I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that at all, but I am going to substitute up here. Should be relatively free. He switches out. Okay, so at least I get that right. That's very annoying. Goes into Skarmory, that's fine. I'm going to Heat Crash this. Caparajah isn't as important because of the no Corsola, but it's still pretty important in terms of the Steel typing's pretty nice here. That crit sucks so much. This should two-shot, so I'm going to go for it. We'll see if he whirlwinds or body presses. He just goes for the body press to break this up, that's fine. I'm going to Heat Crash and then switch. I don't want to take any more damage on this Caparajah. Seems pretty important. I really wish I knew what that Lele set was. Again, he's probably boosting, and I think I just got unlucky there. So yeah, that two shots, that's really nice. He has Rocky Helmet. That's pretty unfortunate. My brother did decide to shower right as soon as I start recording, as he typically tends to do, so if you hear that squeaking noise in the back, I apologize. What do I want to go out into here? I don't want to go into Spectre. I think the Cinderace is fine. I don't think you Body Press again. I could just get up Rocks too. Because I need to keep the Moltres healthy, I have to just go out with Ace here. He's probably Body Press, he's Whirlwind. No, he's Body Press, probably Roost. We haven't seen anything else yet. Probably just Roost here, yeah. I sort of figured he would do that. Oh man, I'm really not happy about that, how that went down. We can see if this thing's like counter or something, but I'm just gonna Power Ball here. He doesn't have a good switch in. Keldeo does not count as a switch in. Granted, I lost my Keldeo pivot because of the turn 1. He just hard switches out. Goes into Umbreon. That's fine with me. I'm completely okay with getting damage on this thing. So we're going to fire off a Power Ball. We're going to connect. That's pretty cool. And this does around 35-ish%. I want to calc that. Umbreon. So this looks somewhat defensive. This looks pretty defensive. Yeah, I'm going to U-turn out. And not sure who I'm going to go out into quite yet. We'll see. Probably Moltres. He actually just doubles. Okay, that's fine. He goes into Keldeo. That's kind of annoying, but not the end of the world here. I do U-turn. Again, this is where Savali would have been super, super nice. So he knows we're not choice locked in. And what do we go into? Moltres is pretty good against this. Garchomp wouldn't be bad, but I don't want to take that much health on it. So I think I just go out into Moltres here. Yeah, this is fine. The Umbreon does get quite annoying if I don't play careful around it. I could just fire off a Hurricane. Hurricane looks very, very free here. I think that's what I want to do. I don't want to set up on this. That's Hurricane, yeah. He just Calm Minds. Okay, that's very scary. But that does mean that my Cinderace can just Revenge Kill this. As long as I keep the Umbreon low, it shouldn't be a threat. I do miss my Hurricane. That's to be expected at this point. That sucks. Come on. +1, +1. I should be able to just Agility here, I think. I think I'm going to Agility. Though at +2, this thing becomes a massive threat to me. Yeah, I'm going to Agility here. Get this. I do tank this. Yeah, so this is kind of the situation I wanted to be in. I mean, not really, but like it's the situation we're gonna be in. Hurricane does kill this, even after the +1 boost, so I'm not really too concerned. I gotta land a Hurricane though, and that's what I'm gonna go for. I go for the Hurricane and I connect. This should die. Keldeo dies. Cool. So that is a pretty big threat gone, and I am looking like a threat. Goes into Lele. Lele can always tank a hit. I want to see how much it does though. Yeah, I just Fire Wrath it. I think I just Fire Wrath it for damage, because this is only really good for this and the Umbreon, and Umbreon it's not really that good for anymore. So I Fire Wrath, just get my chip. Hurricane never kills, so this is always the correct play. I could get a flinch. That would be kind of some justice, depending on what the first turn. No, Moonblast. Moltres is dead, okay. Let's see. If actually, Cinderace isn't a bad play, because if he's Choice Scarfed, he's Scarfed into Moonblast. I could just go out into that and U-turn. Yeah, I sort of don't mind that, actually. Yeah, I don't need to be so passive with this. So we Ace. We'll find out if this thing's Scarf. I U-turn here.
I think Pyro Ball's not that bad of a play. Pyro Ball's really not that bad of a play either. But I think keeping up momentum would be really nice, to be honest. See, I don't really mind any free switch-ins. I don't really mind anything that comes in, to be honest. Does Power Ball, does U-turn kill this from this range? Oh yeah, it does kill. I think I U-turn. Yeah. He does switch out. Okay, so I do make the right play. Gonna go into the Skarm. Okay, so he goes in the Skarm. I could have just Pyroed there then. But whatever. I'm gonna take Rocky Helmet Chip. I'm literally gonna just take that damage. Yikes. I want to go Chomp, but I'm very scared that I'm gonna let in the other guy in. I think I go Spectre and go back out into the Ace. Where I go Chomp and get my rocks up. If I go Chomp, my rocks up. I don't want to. Nah, I don't like that play. I think I go Spectre and go back out into Ace. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. He's not gonna body press this turn, so I'm just gonna go back out and make the play. Powerball was definitely the better play there, but whatever. You get some right, you get some wrong. I switch out. I am going first, so that's a thing. Does he just stay in? He withdraws. Okay, if this is Umbreon, I'll be pretty happy. That's the Umbreon. Okay, so glad I got the play right. Oh, that's a 100. This thing is a big, big threat. I'm gonna low kick. And then I might U-turn afterwards. Him being a little bit more defensive is not making me that happy. If he was like more Spadef like I thought he'd be, then this would be a better scenario. Because I don't actually two-shot this thing. It's more just so keeping it low is the big thing. I say low because it's not like it's at 75% still. He keeps going back into the Skarmory, and this play's kind of pissing me off here. Go for the low kick, I turn to a fighting type. I feel like this thing's at like counter or something. He's rock. Well, Powerball should kill us at this rate. So that's what I'm going to go for. I think he wants the free switch into Dugtrio. I think that's what he's kind of fishing for here. He is Rocky Helmet, he's not Akka, so this should kill. This does 64 min. That looks like range. So I am going to go for it. My health doesn't really matter too much. I think I would prefer to tank a foul play still, but otherwise it's not that important. But yeah, I think earlier the Powerball play would have been the better play on the Skarm. This being out of the way would be super nice though. We go for the Powerball, change back into the fire typing here, and we are going to connect. Nice. This should kill. I'd be very, very upset if it didn't. Nice, it dies. Cool. Dugtrio literally doesn't matter. Skarmory, dead. Goes into Dugtrio. Yeah, this is exactly like I have the Shed Shell for this reasoning. So I go into the Garchomp here every time. Into Dugtrio. What does he go for? He goes for Earthquake. That is not too offensively invested. That's pretty cool. My computer's lagging a bit. My bad. I think I want to get up rocks, but I also want to hit this thing. I think I want to hit this thing. He doesn't have an EQ switch in, so I think I just hit it. Yeah. We want to break this thing's Sash. He just EQs again. Okay, that's good. So this thing's Sash will be broken. I'm going to throw up rocks, I think, in front of this. I don't need Garchomp for anything else outside of this thing. Z is Sash. Okay, so I'm really glad I did that. Sash, I am going to throw up rocks here. I think worst case would be Memento right now. I don't think I have much for that, but I do have to go for the rocks here. He hasn't been bringing boots that much on the Garchomp, He just goes for Earthquake again. Okay, so I don't really care if I like lose this exchange. All that things is okay. So I don't get my rocks up. Unfortunate. But I really only have Spectre for this, so I had to go out into Spectre. Doesn't really matter what button I click. I think Shadow Ball is just the best play. I don't have a pivot into the damn Umbreon, which is not cool. Do I need Cinderace to win this? I think I just need Spec and Cop. Especially if I kill this. Yeah, especially if I just kill this. He actually withdraws and saves this. He's probably gonna go back on Umbreon. That's, yeah. It was pretty free for him to do that. I do need this thing still. That does like nothing. I get a Spadef drop. Doesn't matter because I'm choiced. Don't believe it matters at least. I don't think he's max Spadef, so we can take that off at least. No. Issue. I don't have a switch into this. Can Cinderace still win? I don't have Sucker Punch on Cinderace, and I kind of wish I did. Who's the most important Mon here? Really wish I got them rocks up. That would have been really nice. I gotta go Ace. I gotta go Ace. I should tank this. I'm not gonna tank it well, but I'll tank it. Yep. Cinderace. I think I just gotta get the most damage. U-turn's the most damage technically, but low kick should do a bit. U-turn does around half. I need to just weaken this. That's the thing. I need to just weaken it. I need to put it in range of the Spectre somehow. That's super tough. Yeah, I just need to get the damage. I low kick. He does let me get the damage off. That's kind of nice, but we'll see. That does nothing. Holy crap. He Moonlights. Okay, that's what we're doing here. I need to play for the Spectre endgame. It's close. It is close, like, albeit. I just need low kick and a play rough to kill this. Does that do the trick? Is like defensive? No, I don't think it does. But then the Shadow Ball might. I'm super upset about that turn one. Again, I don't know the Lele set. I don't know it yet. But if it's Scarf, I'm going to be really upset with it. Because like, that's like max roll Scarf. We go Raj here. But he can just sack like anything at this point. Foul Play does like half to this. I do live, obviously. I feel like I have to go to the play rough. Like, his best play is just to sack something and bring in Dougie. And there's nothing I can do about that. I have to play for this Umbreon here. Yeah, he saves. Yeah, smart play. Sacks Lele. Sacks Kyurem. Well, he's not sacking, but you know. Play rough. This will do a lot. Oh yeah, that does half. Holy shit. It's leftovers. Yeah, like, man, living with that chomp would have been super nice. I don't think there's a way I can win. Maybe if I can lock myself in up. I don't think that even matters. My bad. He just clicks anything, right? Yeah, like I just got Iron Head here. He's just gonna get the most damage on me, I think. He Fusion Bolts, yeah. Like I do live this, but that's not the point. That is nothing. Holy crap. We'll kill the Kyurem, but then Dougie comes in and revenges me. And there's not... Like, I would have to lock in an Uproar or something. Maybe Hyper Beam. Like, it shouldn't matter. Unless I, like, live in Earthquake somehow. But I should not live in Earthquake from the range I'm at. Yeah, I knew this on-ramp was going to be an issue. You know, I should have ran Bulk Up on the Dugtrio. I told myself on Ace to do it, but... Yeah, he goes out into this. Smart play. If only I got them rocks up. I mean, I just Iron Head here. He EQs, yeah. I'm upset. I won't lie. I'm a little upset about that turn 1. Again, it really just depends on the Lele set. But, that's just not it. I could be like, I wish I was Plow right now, but... Modest, Scarf. I can't even do Hyper Beam, because then I can't. Like, it's gotta be Uproar, I think. Uproar, Hyper Beam. A +1 Hyper Beam is a 2-shot, but he's Moonlight, so it doesn't even matter. I think I just have to go for the Uproar and crit. Right. Right. That's all I can do. He withdraws. He goes into the Umbreon. Oh man, Hyper Beam, like, crit could have been real nice there. Oh, crit might do it this time. But yeah, I think he's got this. Yeah, GG to Amel. Yeah, having that pivot would have been nice. I keep going back to it, and who knows, maybe it didn't end up mattering. Maybe he, like, choice specs, like, he, again, all I'm thinking is he choice specs, he won the speed tie, and then got, like, the crit or something, because I don't think even a specs hit killed me. That's upsetting. That's going to be the end of our run. We, unfortunately, are going to lose in the divisional semifinals. I wish, yeah, Bulk Up Cinderace would have been better here. That would have kind of won. Missing that Hurricane on Keldeo really sucked too, because then I was forced to use the Moltres in that way. What else? Living that Dugtrio. I don't know the Chomp roll. I think that was more in his favor, so I can't be as mad about that. But like, I'm locked in, so I'll just click it again. If he's just max attack, oh my Garchomp, he's not banded. He was Sash. He had a 70% chance to 3-shot me, so like, yeah, there's not much I could have done about that. I just hoped if I would have got that, because if I got Rocks Up, then I kill the Dougie, then that endgame gets a little bit closer. I don't know at that point if it would have mattered. But yeah, we're just gonna fold here. I'm quiet, but I don't know. It's unfortunate, but good luck to Amel and the rest of the playoff run. Yeah. Should go check out Monday Night Mons. I'm not sure if my game's going up on Monday Night Mons, but if not, then I still support, you know, the UPBA. They've been kicking ass this season, and that's the way we're gonna end our season. I might add a I'm gonna add a postseason remarks portion after this, because I do that at the end of every video at the end of my season. But yeah, I'm interested to talk to Amel about how this game was after. But yeah, GG's to him. He built well. He played well near the end there. I should have clicked Powerball on the Skarm turn, because that would have. I took a little bit of chip on a lot of different things when I didn't need to. But yeah, go support his channel. I've been obviously I did some scouting, but I've been watching more of his videos recently. Very entertaining person. And yeah, that'll be it, and I'll see you in the postseason remarks portion. Hello, welcome to the postseason remarks portion of the video. I've recorded this like 3 times already, so my voice is a little bit tired. This is the portion where I talk about my UPBA season as a whole and my experiences with this league. I will not be timestamping this, because that would be a hardcore spoiler for the people just wanting to watch my game versus Amel. So if you are watching this portion, that means you've already watched the game versus Amel. Again, GG to him. I want to talk about the matchup a bit more before we get into this. Throughout this video, as I did edit it and did watch it back now, I was pretty upset about that turn 1 crit, and I am recording this a day or 2 later, and I still am a little bit upset about that. That being said, I do believe I did not play to the greatest of my ability in this matchup. My thought process for that turn was that Raj looked better in the end game compared to Silvally, hence why I made that play. Looking back, I think this was an incorrect assumption. I think Silvally Fairy in the end game would have been a lot stronger, hence why I ended up risking that. Other things I could have done better that I didn't mention: I had a lot of opportunities to get up Stealth Rocks in this video game, and I just didn't take the opportunity. I don't know why I said it like that, that was weird. But I do think that had a big portion of that. Obviously, Abel did play pretty well in this matchup, so, you know, big shouts to him. I also believe I could have kept Moltres around for a little bit later, considering it looked really good in the end game as well. So it was a big, just me not saving my pieces for the end and saving the wrong pieces. So that's completely on me. Obviously, again, got a little bit unlucky, but it is what it is. GG to him again, Emil. Please go check out his channel. I can't stress that enough. One more thing I want to talk about. It's not the matchup, but I want to give an absolute massive shout out to Prep City / my front office in there, my apartment building, whatever you want to call it. They've been an absolutely huge help throughout the season in terms of building for my UPBA season games. I've been putting all my matchups in there, and they've been really helping out with the matchups and tweaking with my team, seeing what's right, seeing what's wrong, what fits best. Everything in the middle. Particularly Jay has been an extremely big help. He's always in and out of my office, and he's been an absolute massive help. So, you know, huge shouts to, you know, the Prep City members. Jay, Q, Shay, Marcus, and a little bit of Mario have been helping me out throughout the season. So, you know, can't thank them enough. I really feel like I haven't been thanking them enough in these videos. So I'll dedicate this wrap-up portion, this part of the wrap-up portion, to thank them. But with all that out of the way, I can start talking about the UPBA season as a whole. Let's look at results. 8-1 regular season, really good for us. We ended first in our division, second out of 32 coaches, which is really impressive for myself, considering that CGT didn't really go too hot, and that was the last Sword and Shield League we did. And considering we made a little bit of a comeback here and ended up 8-1, I'm pretty happy with that. There was a little bit of hacks throughout the season, at least in the early portion. I think in the later portion, when I was getting those big W's, I think there wasn't too much hacks, which was really, really nice. So that's really, really cool. I did enjoy this quite a bit. We did face some people we hadn't fought before. Team Knots, Amol, Shadow Stitch, No Crackers, a few others. And it's been really exciting to face new people. That's always, I think, really exciting going into seasons like this. Another thing I want to mention is that I did admin this league along with Jack, Ellie, and, you know, like 8 other people, and they've done an amazing job. One thing we've been doing is Monday Night Mons, and I think that really brings life into watching draft from a spectator point of view. Draft's kind of in a gray area in terms of entertainment, at least in my eyes, and I think something like Monday Night Mons gives a lot of life to draft and makes watching draft a lot more entertaining. We've had kick-ass commentators, and I think that's one thing this league did a really, really good job at, and I hope more leagues adapt that throughout, you know, Draft League. So I've been really enjoying that. Otherwise, I can start talking about my team. I know on screen you guys can see the stats. I'm not going to read them off, but I will go through the mods and talk about what I liked and disliked about this team, and then we'll wrap up this video. Sound good? Okay. Let's talk about things I liked. I did take a risk in drafting. I had Cinderace, Garchomp, Rotom, and Silvally. I could have went a few other directions with this squad, but I really wanted to use Spectre, and I also wanted to use Moltres G a lot. They synergize pretty well with each other, so I decided to pick them up. There was other ways and other directions, again, I could have went, but I decided to do this, and Spectre and Moltres G really paid off throughout the season. These two are very, very fun, but also very, very strong core. A Spectre, considering it gets like 7 usable moves, this has insane amount of like different sets it can run, and just tweaking with the sets on Spectre made it really interesting and really fun building with, and I think it really showed throughout the season. These two really could have just came to any game and potentially just taken it over. Moltres G, kind of the same deal. It can do a lot of different things. It was a Spadef pivot some weeks, and then it was a dual dance, like threatening sweeper another week. Really, really tanky. It really surprised me with how strong this Mon is and how easy it is to set up with this. I think out of my entire team, this was the easiest Mon to just set up with. And that was very, very nice. Considering I'm not really a person who sets up that often, I had a lot of fun with this Mon. Another thing, Silvally and Rotom Wash, looking at them next. Really strong pivot core. These are Mons I'm extremely comfortable with, and I think it showed throughout the season as well. This team I have doesn't have a dedicated wall, but just having pivots that get into so many different endgame options on this team that I have, I think was really, really beneficial to me throughout this season. One thing I also liked on this team was Abomasnow. Really a lot more value in that low tier than I thought I was going to get, not gonna lie. Grass, ice, and ground coverage is crazy, and having that ice shard priority was super, super nice. If Abomasnow was like base 80 speed, maybe even base 100, or just a little bit faster, I generally think Abomasnow would be a solid mid-tier Mon, but it is a little bit slow, so that was a little bit of a downside to that. Really enjoyed that. Obviously, we have to mention the big elephant in the room, and I'm not talking about Caparaja Cinderace. This is Libero Cinderace in the S tier league that I keep forgetting to bring up. Very, very strong. I do want to talk about the S tiers, but I'll get to that in a second. But this is just super, super strong. It glued the team together, and it was a great offensive pivot on a team that really, really appreciated it. And just being able to click like Powerball and U-turn every week was just crazy. Just one simple set of boots, 4 attacks is just all you really need. Raj, we can talk about the elephant now. Caparaja didn't really come too much considering I also had a Silvally, but I did bring it into both playoff games and I did enjoy it quite a bit. Prepping with it is pretty nice. It can't do everything, but it can do at least like one thing at least in most games. Other Mons, I didn't bring Beartic at all. Surfetch I dropped. Quillfish came to 2 games. It got up spikes. It was pretty cool. It helped in prep. And then we only really left out with Garchomp and Slurpuff. Now, this is the 2 things I'm a little bit like iffy on. Garchomp's a good Mon, and I felt like on this team it was not limited to being offensive or defensive. I felt as if I brought a healthy mix of both, and I think the team provided it allowed for that. That being said, I didn't quite enjoy it as much as I thought I would. Something just didn't feel right with Garchomp. Maybe it was just this particular team, but I felt like Cinderace was just kind of outshining it in every way offensively, and then defensively I didn't need it every week. And then the weeks it came, it was bulky, but something always felt missing, or I wasn't as comfortable in prep with it. So maybe I need a better team to draft around it, but if this is like a team that it looks really good on, then maybe it's just not a Mon for me. Finally, Slurpuff. I think this was the Mon I was most disappointed with, honestly. I wish I got a little bit more creative with it. I never bought a belly drum set. I think versus Amel in this video, I should have brought it because it looked really strong. Alas, though, I did not bring that. It felt just like kind of weak in every way. Even offensively, after a belly drum boost, it felt kind of weaker than I thought. Defensively, it was pretty bad. All things considered, if I wasn't bringing sticky webs, I felt like Silvally Fairy was just kind of better in every aspect. So, out of all the Mons on this team, I was kind of shocked that Slurpuff was the weak link I felt like in prep and in play. But that's how it is. But yeah, that's my team as a whole. I think this is definitely one of my stronger teams of the generation, considering I do draft pretty unorthodox. I do think this was a very, very strong team that I was very, very comfortable with. I would draft a lot of these Mons again. Obviously, I've drafted Silvally and Rotom like a million times by now, but even like Moltres again, Spectrier, Ace, Raj, I would draft these Mons again, 100%. 2 more things I want to talk about. This was an S tier league. I felt like, I don't know, people are kind of mixed about it. I am under the personal impression that I generally felt like it was fine. There are a few Mons I'm still a little like sus about. Like, I don't think we should have allowed Reshiram looking back at it. Magearna probably not. But other than that, I felt like obviously it's going to be annoying in S tiers. It's kind of like Ubers where you do have to heavily prep for the big bad threat that is the opponent's S tiers. but I feel like most of them, except for the two I had mentioned, are pretty much beatable. It's just you have to prep for it, and I think it does make for an annoying prep experience sometimes, but I don't think that my opponent has this S tier, I ought to lose, is a good enough excuse as to why you couldn't win a matchup. And I think that was something that was tossed around a little too much throughout this season. But that's just my personal take. I had Libero Cinderace, so you can take it with that. Like, you had Libero Cinderace, so you can take it with that. But that's just my experience on it and my take. Finally, I want to talk about the future of the channel. I'm not going to talk about this too much, but I at least want to mention it. I'm not really set in stone on anything yet, so I would highly recommend you go check out my Twitter and check out for updates there in the near future. I am currently doing Autos Draft League NL World Cup. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with that. I'm thinking about streaming it, but I might just upload it. I'm not sure yet. I'm not going to be doing any Wi-Fi upload leagues until then, until like late summer maybe. I'm probably going to do one more before the generation ends, but there will be a little bit of break from that. But in return, I will try and get back to streaming Unite again, streaming Auto's thing, or at least uploading that. And finally, I am going to do my top 10 series again. Now, if you're new me since last gen, you're a loyal follower at this point. But at the end of last generation, I did a top 10 series revolving around my draft career. So like my top 10 favorite mons to use, top 10 this, that. I want to do that again for this generation. So coming up pretty soon, I'm going to do that again. I'm not exactly sure what top 10 videos I will be doing yet, but I do have ideas written down, and those will be coming very soon. It gives you guys more insight on my draft career and things that I think are good and not, and just it makes for an entertaining video, right? It's a top 10 list. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. I want to thank you guys all for the support I've been getting throughout the season. Again, shout out to Prep City, to everyone who's been watching my UPBA videos, Jack and Ellie who have been kicking ass running the league, and everyone else still in playoffs. Good luck to all of them. Make sure to go check out Monday Night Mons. That's all I really gotta say for this wrap up. I think I can end the video now. If you got to this point in the video, you can use the word trooper and put it in the description below, and I'll know that you watched through this, which who knows, maybe no one has, and I'm just rambling. But thank you for watching so much. You guys mean the world to me, and hopefully I will be seeing you guys soon.